Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered and Saturday football, NFL Saturday post game. We're going to talk about this game that just went off. We're going to talk about that Vikings game. We're going to talk about that Browns game and Ravens. And not bad, man. Not bad to have football 4 times in a week. Not bad, you guys, man. This was a cool game. Um, it's definitely a time for a game to have this much snow, man, and it to be Christmas, man. So what's good, Dr. Van? You know what I'm saying? But, we're definitely going to talk about these games, man. We're going to talk about these games. It's beautiful that, like I said, man, this is the Saturday edition of the NFL. And this is great, man. It was great to have these games on today. It's Saturday, and then tomorrow we got a whole nother slate of games. But that snow game, man. I mean, for a guy that loved playing football, that's the only thing I didn't do, man. I played in rain. I played thunderstorms. I played mud. Muddy fields, man. I played in the heat. And it's like that snow, man, is like the only thing I didn't get a chance to play in, man. But let's get it popping. Put your questions down, man. We got a lot to talk about in regards to what happened today, especially about that Vikings game, man. I'm going to definitely drag the fuck out of Jeff Saturday, man. I'm going to drag the shit out of that motherfucker, dog, okay? Because that's the guy that beat my team. But Jeff Saturday lost on a motherfucking Saturday and shit. The biggest loss in the history of the 102-year league that we know as the National Football League. I'm going to talk hella shit about that, okay? And we're going to talk about these other games. So let's just get it popping, you guys, and let's get it started, man. And all I ask for is to wipe your motherfucking feet when you come in my house. And let's get these super chats jumped off and give me some good-ass questions, and we're going to get it popping. And we're going to go from there, man. Say what's up to you guys, Oh, another thing, man, I'm missing dinner to talk to you guys, okay? My wife just made some bomb-ass chicken chili, homemade, motherfucking cornbread homemade, and it's just finishing up, and I don't get to eat it because I'm talking to you guys. Everybody else in the house is eating dinner but me, so you better make sure you're taking care of a nigga, okay? Let's get it popping. Dr. Van Nostrand, what's up, Doc? Hey, Doc. Hey, I know that's you in the snow up there in Denver, dog, but man, it just looked like this was a fun game to play in. Not a fun game to fucking sit there and watch, though, but a fun game to play in, man. It looks hella fun, bro. You know, like I said, man, that'd be the only thing that I wish I could do. And Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen is my dog, man. Like I always keep telling everybody, dog. I love DC. DC cool, man, but if I could have any player in the National Football League to start my team with, it would be Josh Allen, man. He's a fucking monster, bro. He's a fucking monster and shit. William Boozer said the Vikings got lucky today. They won. They got lucky in the L at the playoffs. Hey, man, let me tell you something, dog, William Boozer. You don't get lucky, man, when you down 33, man. You down 33 to fucking nothing in the second half. Going into the third quarter, coming out of that locker room, and you're losing by 5 scores, bro. You're losing by more than 5 scores. You're losing by 6 scores. Damn near. Okay? 7, 14, 28. Okay? What? It'd be 30 for 5 scores. 33. You're up 5 scores, bro. They beat them motherfuckers' asses, and I was happy as fuck that Jeff Saturday got shown to be a fraud. That motherfucker's a straight fraud, but I digress. I'm going to definitely drag his ass, okay? Pray on son, what's up, man? What's going on, OG? You know how we do it, dog. You know what I'm saying? We chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? What an amazing game, man. What an amazing game, man. Both of those games were amazing, bro. Rick said Bills just won. Yes, they did, man. Bills handled their business, man. But Miami scared them motherfuckers. Let's be real. Okay, let's not be over here this motherfucking hanging on Josh Allen's nuts. They was worried. Miami was hanging in the cold. in the cold. Let's get it right and get it tight. Dr. Benson agreed. Henry, snow games are indeed the best, man. Shit, man. Like I said, that's like the only great thing I didn't do. I would regret to do. Okay. Stephen Gomez says Saturday Fever Unfiltered. Wipe your feet, hit the like button, man. Live from Los Angeles. It's Saturday night. Saturday night. I know Jeff Saturday though, which was Saturday night. All those jokes that I heard. Jeff Saturday beat the Raiders on Sunday when it was Monday or whatever the fuck he said. So fucking what? That cat. That was his Super Bowl. He just had the biggest come from behind loss in the history of the game, man. Understand that shit, man. And I'm gonna really get deep. I'm gonna really get deep about it later on because there's something that even makes it more funny than just the score. Okay, that makes it even more hilarious. Okay. Carl says the Bills played damn good game. Yeah, they did, man. I really thought that he didn't make it because of the angle. But those of us who know football, all you have to do is tap the line. Just break the plane, as they say. You don't have to cross the line. All you got to do is tap that motherfucker, dog. And that's it. That's it. Because the line is the goal. The actual strip is touchdown. Not motherfucking crossing into the other blue shit. That white line is a motherfucking touchdown. And he made it happen, dog. Josh Allen's a bad motherfucker, dog. Good gracious, man. That's a bad boy. To be as big as he is and he fast. He was pulling away from people. I'm like, man, I got to go look at that boy's 40 time, man. I guarantee you he's not like no faster than a 4.7, bro. But when he lead out there looking like he running like a 4.5. God. D Suarez, what's going on, man? What's good, OG? Hey, Unfiltered Nation, Unfiltered fam, man. Good games today, brother. Yeah, they were good games today, man. Good games today. I didn't plan on staying home all day, but we had some people come over here and fix some things around the house, man. So we just chilled. I wound up watching football all day, even though I could have watched football on my phone and ran around and got some things done. But like I said, we had some maintenance people come over and fix some things around the house. So, I ain't gonna leave them in my motherfucking house. I need to see. It's Christmas. Got shit under the tree. Got shit around here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure motherfuckers is like staying in their area. And fuck all that other shit. Okay. Steven Gomez says Jackson State game was great. Hey man, yeah man. I see a lot of people's happy as fuck that Dion didn't win the bowl shit. But why does Dion give a fuck about that shit, dog? Dion got another job and shit. That's just like you motherfucking you was working at motherfucking Microsoft, and now you got a job at Apple, and you just working out your last little day. You just giving your 2 weeks notice, and you coming in and shit. He did what he needed to do. Them players, he got them where they needed to go, and they just got outplayed, man. I mean, the Jackson State game, his son played well, but they let two guys get damn near 100 yards rushing. The fucking quarterback had 97 yards for the other team, had 97 yards rushing, and then the other guy had 94 yards rushing. So they couldn't stop the run. So if you can't stop the run, you ain't gonna win. Okay. What's going on, sis? My girl and my sister, Bev Montoya in the house. I'm chilling, Bev. You know what I'm saying? I was just your nephew was just in here, man, hollering and screaming. I had to try to grab him and try to shake him a little bit to try to rock him a little bit, but as soon as he saw his mama, he bolted. He's like, you ain't putting me to sleep. Christy, what's going on? Christy, man, what's going on, man? Let's make it happen. But I'm definitely gonna drag the fuck out of motherfucking Jeff Saturday. I'm just waiting. Larry Ramirez, man, with the $20 dono. Thank you, Larry, man. What's up, man? Hey, dog, all good, Larry. Hey, not a bad day, not a bad Saturday, dog. And we got tomorrow too. Shit. Larry, I can't wait until motherfucking our game against Pittsburgh. I didn't realize it was the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. Like I remember that, but I wasn't a football fan. I just remember my dad watching it. Like I remember that game because they were talking. The homies was. I just remember that game because it was a lot being talked about, and I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about, but I knew it had something to do with Pittsburgh and the Raiders. I knew that. Okay. David Sasuna says, wiping my feet from Phoenix. Hey, man. Hey, what's going on, man? The Phoenix Suns are playing good right now, unlike the motherfucking Cardinals, David. I appreciate you wiping your feet and shit. Okay, let's get these likes up, you guys. Tedrick Webb. Hey, dog, where have you been, dog? See, Tedrick, you came in today because you had the biggest win of all time in regards to the Vikings, man. But when you got your ass whooped last week, you didn't come in, dog. I was looking for you. What's up, Shaq? My mom made a great Sunday dinner. Oh, man, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, cornbread. I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram. You know it! Hey, dog, put some through the motherfucking internet, dog. You had all of that shit, red velvet cake, man. Fuck, dog. Man, you need to put some of that shit in the fucking internet, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just email me a piece of that red velvet cake and shit. And your Vikings, man. That game, I'm just waiting to see this. There's another Vikings fan that I'm waiting. You guys know who I'm waiting to see on here, and then I'm gonna talk, okay? Because there's another guy on here that I need to talk to. Turbo Duran, what's going on, pimp? Okay. Turk says my mom also made homemade lemonade. Oh, dog, that homemade lemonade. I'll take that, and I'll take that. I'll take all that shit because I got a big ass quart of Tito's vodka that I'll pour some of that shit in. I've been drinking lemonade too. I got some. My wife got some organic lemonade. She got from Sprouts in there. I got me a big ass thing of Tito's vodka. I got me some Uncle Near's whiskey. I be mixing that shit together, dog. I be in here faded, dog. Okay, but I ain't touching nothing that has a car key attached to it. Okay, where's Little Pinky? That's who I'm waiting for. That's who I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Little Pinky before I really talk about these Vikings, man. That game, man, you don't even understand what you saw, man. You don't even understand. Okay. Christy said, I said those are real fans. Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way, dog. Ain't no way, Christy. Us California motherfuckers, ain't no way we be out there, dog. But that Dolphins losing helps the Raiders, dog. We need to beat the Patriots tomorrow and shit. Ravens lost, Dolphins lost, and Patriots, if they need to lose, okay, and Chargers and Jets need to lose, and we need to win, we can climb up. We're not mathematically out, okay. David Swartz is a little picky in the comeback of the history. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting to see if he's on here because I want to talk to him, okay. Rob Bishop, a little picky. Your assignment isn't here. You suspended the Saturday's live. Wipe your feet. We go see. Dr. Van said Bronco fans complain all the time. They didn't draft Josh Allen. Instead, they took Bradley Chubb. Look, dog, man, Bradley Chubb ain't even on your team anymore, man. Josh Allen is just he's on another level, dog. Like he's like Ben Roethlisberger, but faster, man. He's like a faster version of Big Ben, and he loves fucking contact. He's a dude who wants to. He's not sliding. And he ain't sliding. I just hope he doesn't get blown up one day. But he's a big boy. But that boy's so damn fucking good, man. You know, yeah, he's just as much as motherfuckers be trying to tell me Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is a bad boy too, but Justin Herbert ain't fucking with this guy. This guy right here is on another level, dude. He's on another level, man. Good gracious. God. Jesse Merle says, my twin's 7th birthday, man. Happy birthday, man, to your twins, man. Happy. That's more important, man. Didn't get to rush football, man. Didn't know it was snowing either way. F the Patriots, cough, cough. McDaniels, yeah, man. You know McDaniels is still a Patriot until he proves otherwise. Yeah, man, but it's always family first, dog. I really thought I was going to have to do my live with my son laying on my chest because he was upset. So when he gets like that, he wants me to, cuddle on me and hug on me. But his mother came in here and he ran off with her. So I was like, okay, well, shit, I'll do my live with him on me or hugged up. That's just what it is. I'm a parent. You're a parent. You got to be parents first. All this other shit is extra. Okay. Billy Thomas, what's going on, man? Bills look good. Bills look real good, man. But fucking Miami helped them cats, man. Man, that pass interference, there was still a couple of dumb plays. Let's get to it. A couple of dumb plays, man. We all know, man, Josh Allen is a big boy, number one. Number two, Josh Allen, when he got hit out of bounds and they threw that flag, there's going to be people that are going to say that's bullshit because he's a runner and it's hard to pull up when you got somebody that's still running hard. But that's Josh Allen, dog. It don't matter if that motherfucker running or not. That's Josh Allen. He's box office. Man, the NFL is going to protect who they need to protect. Okay, they're going to protect who they need to protect. All right, and that's what it is, man. They're not going to fuck around when you got. You want the big guns in the playoffs, dog. You want him. You want Burrow. You want Mahomes. You want these guys. Those are the guys you want, man. You want the Herbert. Oh, they're gonna try everything in their power. The only reason why Herbert didn't make the playoffs last year is that he went into the Death Star and shit, and his playoff dreams died. That's why. But they wanted him in there. They wanted him in there. Okay, so that's what that is. Okay. Trevor Durant, I hope the Raiders get a win tomorrow. D-Roll and Renfro back to tomorrow finally. Yeah, all right. I don't trust them cats, man. Darren Waller must be doing the halftime show, doing the rap concert for the halftime show and shit. Wouldn't that be some shit to have him, Trouble Durant, to have Darren Waller be the halftime fucking entertainment and shit? That motherfucker take off his fucking shirt off his shit. He's out there running around. Ain't nobody even know the words of none of his songs. Nobody gives a fuck and shit. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Dr. Vance says Saturday blows it on a Saturday. Man, Jeff Saturday, man, is a fucking fraud, bro. That dude got given a job when you got all these offensive coordinators and all these other guys. I like what Bill Cowher said. I don't know if you guys saw when he got hired. Of course, everybody on ESPN was dripping on his balls. But still, especially Stephen A. That's our friend. That's our buddy. That's our pal. That's our drinking partner. Man, you know what I'm saying? That's my strip club buddy. Man, Bill Cowher, a real one, a Hall of Famer, and a Super Bowl champion winning coach, said that was the most disrespectful thing that Jim Irsay did. When you got all these other coaches who have got it out of the mud, and they won't even give them a chance. Leslie Frazier, who's the defensive coordinator here with the Bills, and these other guys, Eric Bieniemy and all these other dudes, they ain't getting even a sniff. While this guy got a fucking spoon-fed job, beat the Raiders, which shouldn't have happened then. But fucking Josh McDaniels was tanking at that time, okay? And he goes in there. He has a 33-point lead. He doesn't even know how to fucking keep that as a coach. Biggest of all time. Waiting for little Pinky before I can give you guys the real blow, okay? Trevor Durant said, take that, Jeff Saturday, correct? Carl said, I hope Miami plays the Queens in the playoffs. We'll see, okay? Big Times is going to look like this in Pittsburgh next Saturday night for the Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders don't play well, man, in cold weather, dog. That's just statistical. We don't play well, dog. And the bad part about it is, like I said on my and also you guys, I just really want to say thank you guys to the San Francisco 49er and Seahawks post-game show was off the fucking hook. These shows people are adding me behind these shows. So especially you guys who aren't fans of these teams that are playing, the best lives are those games, bro. Those after games, those post-game lives, we talk about everything and everybody. It gets very testy in here. It gets very lit. But I'm getting fucking subscribers off of that shit. Motherfuckers is liking my shit. I'm like, damn. I was on this. I looked at my retention rate. The average person is watching my video a half an hour. Like, that's way higher than average. Like, we don't have a lot of people over here comparison to some of these other channels, but the amount of time people watch us and read our comments and they're on here, way longer than average. Way longer. Okay. So all we got to do is keep doing what we doing. Okay. All right. We Buzasak, you right. I wanted them damn Vikes to take an L. Hey, man, that's how it is, dog. But hey, it didn't work out like that. Henry Newsom said, getting ready to drag Pinky and the Vikings. Yeah, me too. The officiating was terrible. Yeah, but it wasn't 33 points terrible. Let's understand that, man. Them motherfuckers gave it up. They gave it up, dog. I'm talking about, damn. That's like robbing. That's like robbing a motherfucking robbing a bank, and you don't even got nothing on. You just walk in there. You don't got no weapon. Nothing. Just like, hey man, just give me the money, man. The motherfuckers just gave you everything. Hey, he robbed the place. It's still technically robbery and shit, but I would have been like, look, dog, let me just give you what's out this register. You get the fuck out of here before we beat your ass and shit. Okay. Just brought touch Renfro, man. Waller's fake as hell, unfortunately. Yeah. Like I said, dog, we gonna see, man. I mean, shit, Hunter Renfro, from what I knew, he had a concussion, but shit, I don't know, dog. Shit, at this point, man, it don't even matter. Whoever wants to play for the Raiders plays for the fucking Raiders, dog. That's why I don't fuck with Kardashians. I'm like, you motherfuckers ain't even you mad at somebody who comes to work every game, and you're not mad at a motherfucker who's putting out whole rap albums with his chest out and shit, and for a fucking hamstring that should have been healed fucking weeks ago. You ain't got no vitriol for him, though. But that's just how these guys are. Okay. Trevor Durant says Waller's good. We're gonna see. James Walker was going on, was popping, man. Trevor Durant said, "What do you think about Argentina, France tomorrow? I hope Messi wins it before he retires." Man, I expect Messi to handle his business, but shit, Mbappe and them motherfuckers in France ain't no joke, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no joke, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm Paris Saint Germain on mine, dog. I've been to Paris twice. That's my favorite city. I have all kinds of Paris Saint Germain fucking Jordan shit. So we gonna see, but I expect Messi to handle his business, dog. Messi's a fucking legend, and it would be good to see him go out, man. But I don't want him to do it against my boys. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Turkic said, "Nah, I've been working." Yeah, man, conveniently working, man. Never not working. Like you, like Troy Polamalu, never not working. I'm never not working. How you was working? You was never not working when you was fucking getting blasted and shit. When you guys lost 40-9 or whatever the fuck. But when you guys come back from the greatest win in the history, I can't say the greatest win in history. The greatest comeback win. Let's say that in history. Yeah, all of a sudden you ain't working tonight, man. But it is what it is. Technically, shit. Money Man said Josh McDaniels is throwing Carr to the bus and getting the fans to turn on him as well. Josh trying to lose those games on purpose. Hey man, like I said, man, you let a wolf in the hen house, bro. Expect some chickens to get killed. Like you can't have that, dog. I mean, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna turn the Raiders into the Patriots, bro. And all I can say is I'm just happy to the motherfucker that I lived long enough to be able to see my team really be Raiders and win and shit. I can't even worry about it no more, dog. It's out of my control. You know what I'm saying? David Sassu's wiping my feet from AZ, but I'm a Raider. I understand that, dog. But I'm just talking about being down there in Phoenix and shit. Dallas Cowboys said no sound. Hey, that's what happens, dog. That star you got on your helmet, man, is blocking your ears because everybody else can hear me, bro. Okay. Trevor Durant said, "Money Man." He said, check my connection. No sound. Are you guys serious? Can you not hear me? You guys must be joking. You got to be joking, you guys. Let me switch off. You got to be joking. You have to be hearing me. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with my connection. My shit is fine. Everybody else on here hears me. Okay. Now it says okay. Big Tom said Dolphins lost. Raiders need to win tomorrow. Yeah, Dolphins lost. And motherfucking Colts lost. Everybody, we need to fucking win, and we still need to hope other people lose. Okay. David said, "You and I are bookends only. I'm only in AZ. I got you, bro." Trevor Durant talking to Vinny Thomas, unknown Raider guy in the house, man. We win tomorrow. Our chances of making the playoffs, yes. Awesome hearing you. Need to respond to my message, Shaq. Why you think I subscribe to a real Raider fan? Love it, man. Awesome hearing you respond to my message. Oh, of course. Yeah, I appreciate that because people saying that they can't hear me and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, there's no reason. Okay, hold on, man. Let me get off. Let me put my Wi-Fi back on. Okay, my Wi-Fi's on. Shit. I ain't trying to burn up my motherfucking minutes. Fuck it, I got Wi-Fi for this bitch. Might as well use it. Okay, shit. Dr. Vance, I can't remember a coach getting hired off the street like that in the middle of the season. Ursay is on that powder. Yeah, bro. Ursay is he's on that. He's on that alcohol too. Ursay got a history. Go look it up. I ain't gotta snitch on a motherfucker. Go look it up, dog. His shit is public record. Shit. He got some issues, man. Okay. Plus he's a trust fund kid and shit. You know, his father, Robert Ursay, was the one that moved the team out of Baltimore in the middle of the night and shit with the motherfucking Mayflower trucks and shit, and moved them out in the middle of the night, and moved them to Indianapolis. Okay. And he, when he passed, he gave a team to his son. So hey, trust fund babies, they don't know how to really maintain themselves and shit. Okay. Julio in the house said, man, what's there not to like? Of course, man. Brian Blackwell said, what's up? Tom Brady's really coming to the Raiders. I'm a Carr man for life. I don't believe Tom Brady's coming to the Raiders, bro. I mean, I think now it's more likely to happen because he's divorced now. But his kids are still in Florida, man. Like Giselle bought a house I don't understand these these super rich motherfuckers is just it's just weird to me. She bought a house next to down in Miami, like on the same street as Tom Brady. Actually, across the street. Maybe she can keep her eye on Tom Brady while he's guy. I'd be having I'd have every motherfucking top model in the world coming in and out of my house and shit. Fuck with me. Like, okay, you with the motherfucking trainer guy. Okay, you guys are over there getting your little Pilates on and shit, butt naked on fire. Nah, but watch what I do. I'm Tom Brady up in this motherfucker. Don't get it fucked up. I'll be having hoes coming in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, like In and Out Burger at my shit, and let you see it. Just keep my windows open, keep my drapes open, all that shit. Don't be fucking with me, Giselle. Don't be fucking with me, dog. But as I was saying, his kids, he's got all his kids outside of his oldest kid. All his kids are all minors, and they're all in Florida. So why would he leave Florida if he and go all the way across the country? But then again, shit, he's single now, so fuck it. Hey, hey, let your future stepdaddy, who's just there just for the money, fucking take care of you niggas. I was like, fuck it, shit. Okay. Trevor Durant says that's how I see it, man. Win the last 4 games, get the 7th seed. It's a lot, man. That's a lot to ask for, dog. Have you seen our defense? Have you seen our team? Have you seen our offensive line? It's a lot to ask for, man, but we'll see. Yeah. That's Cowboys, man. Shack Attack, Cowboy Nation. And man, there's only one nation, Raider Nation, man. Everybody wants to be nation after we was nation, dog. Raider Nation was first, and now everybody's a nation and shit. You guys are the Cowboys, them boys. That's who you guys are, shit. Okay. And Stephen Gomez, Anthony Davis back to street clothes. Got hurt again yesterday. Yesterday's game, man. Team pulled out a win. Yes, because LeBron had 30, and what's his name, man? The white kid. The white kid got loose. Also, but that's Anthony Street Clothes Davis, dog. I mean, him and Darren Waller, man. They both the same kind of dudes, man. It's like these dudes is brittle as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Brittle than a motherfucker, dog. I could drop a glass in the middle of the street and it probably won't break as much as Anthony Davis breaks. That don't make no sense to me, dog. Like, it don't make no sense for him to get that hurt that much. You know, I truly believe that his training is bad. Like, come on, dude. You should. It's not, and it's not like other players bigger than his size. Because a lot of people, oh man, it's because he's big, man. I'm like, man, fuck, man. Shaquille O'Neal didn't get hurt like that. Well, he's Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, let's name somebody who's Anthony Davis height. Anthony Davis is probably like 6'11", 6'10", 6'11". Shit, I never seen KG get hurt like that. Kevin Garnett. I never seen Tim Duncan get hurt like that. Like, come on, man. This dude's always fucking hurt. Okay. Henry said Pinky must be grounded for getting F's out of the report card. Yeah, progress reports came out, Henry. Shit, I remember the progress report times and shit. But now, based on my sister Bev and some of my other homies and friends and whatnot, they were in contact with the teachers all the time now because of the emails and shit. Like, they are on top of shit a lot more. So I'm like, damn, I'm so glad we didn't have motherfucking internet when I was there. Fucking internet. Shit, I didn't have to worry about the motherfuckers knowing everything, sending my assignments in and getting my grades immediately and shit, having access and all of that, having it in the cloud, having your motherfucking test scores in the cloud and shit. Man, my son better not ever be fucking up in school. I'm gonna be on this shit. I'm be like, hey man, man, what's up with this 60 on the science test, dog? What's up with this 60 on the science test, motherfucker? Huh? Yeah, your teacher. The teacher just text me your fucking score shit. I got motherfucker. Let me print this shit out. I'm gonna print his fucking paper out. I'm gonna print my son's shit out. He come home with some shit, but I ain't gonna worry about it because my wife is gonna make sure his school is on point. We don't play. My wife's a genius. She gonna make sure. Okay. Carl Sanchez says Street Clothes Davis, man. Man, he's like I said, he's coordinating his outfit. He coordinating his outfits and shit. Okay. Figuring out what he's gonna wear. Right. Chris says, I can hear you just fine. Yeah, that's what happens when you're on those Getro PCS phones. You motherfuckers on those Getro, not Metro, Getro PCS and shit. Okay. What's that one, Christy, that Ryan Reynolds got his company? What's it called, man? Snap Mobile. What's up, motherfucker? Mint. Yeah, Mint to shit. It's like your shit is garbage, man. If your shit is named after a motherfucking piece of gum and shit, double mint, double mint cellular and shit. Nah, Mine ain't nothing wrong with my phone. Okay. Henry Newsom can hear me. Carlos can hear me. David Solsana can hear me. For sure. Tony there, how about them Colts, man? How about them Saturdays? Saturday love. Christy, Saturday love and shit. Alexander O'Neal and shit. Sherelle up in this motherfucker. When I think about you. Well, I'm laughing like a motherfucking dog. Jeff Saturday, man. Where's Peaky at, man? I'm trying to hold out. I really want to talk shit. Okay. Jumping the rad. Vinny said, I can hear you from Youngstown, Ohio. Hey. Hey, Vinny. I knew some cats from Youngstown, Ohio, dog. I'm talking to my boy, Vinny Thomas, so he'll know I know what's up. I'm from California, dog. I'm from the Bay Area. I'm from the Yay area. And I live in LA. But let me tell you something, Vinny, because I can see your name is spelled with a Y. Ain't no IE on your shit. Let me tell you something. I had some homies from Steubenville, Ohio. Motherfuckers was off the chain gangsters. And Youngstown, Ohio. Gangster motherfucker, dog. Understand, I know what's up. I understand the Tony Soprano shit. But it's even, man, I understand, dog. Trust me. I know your territory, even though I ain't never been there. But I had some homies from Steubenville and some homies from Youngstown. Okay. And I know that the Bartolos who own the 49ers, who now Jed York, his grandfather and all of them. They came from Youngstown, Ohio, man. You guys are no joke. Okay. You don't mess around out there in Youngstown, Ohio, man. I understand. William Boozer, what's going on? Henry said, no, bro, you loud and clear. I know I am. Sis says she could hear me. Dr. Van said he was telling the cowboy to check his kitchen shack. We hear you. Yeah, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. You supposed to be the Dallas Cowboys and shit, man. You guys on motherfucking dial up and shit in Dallas, man. What the fuck's going on? What's the fuck going on, dog? Come on, man. Okay. Tubba Durant said, okay, all day you on there. Dr. Finn said, I know Ursay getting popped with all that stuff in his car. That's why I was saying that. He's still on that BS. Dr. Van knows what it is. Like I said, man, you ain't got to snitch on these motherfuckers, man. It's all public record, bro. It's all public record. All that shit that you did is a public record, but nobody cares. That's the only reason why nobody knows, because nobody cares. But once somebody gives a fuck, win the lottery, win that motherfucking lottery, be like, oh, this motherfucker the guy who won the $2.2 billion lottery had 18 drunk driving cases and shit. Then your shit will come out. But when you are nobody, nobody cares. Okay. Trevor S says, I hope the Lions beat the Jets. Me too. I hope the Titans beat the Chargers. I do too. All these teams need to lose, and we need to win. Okay. Stan FJ, no apologies for Skip Bayless to Shannon Sharp means he didn't do a personal attack. Hey, dog, like I said before, man, I don't feel sorry for Shannon Sharp, dog. Shannon Sharp is shit talking ass motherfucker. He talks shit about the Raiders, talks shit about a lot of shit. But Skip Bayless fucking put him in his place. Okay? And you guys need to understand the dynamic. A lot of you guys out there really think that Shannon is says he's a Hall of Fame football player and he's the guy who you guys all are calling him and Uncle Shay and all that shit, that you think that this motherfucker is equal with Skip Bayless. Nah. He's Robin. That motherfucker's Robin and Skip's Batman. You know how, and you guys, a lot of people, man, it's book. Nah. Because when Shannon took his glasses off, and Skip said, put your glasses back on. You know what that nigga did? As I was saying. Because at the end of the day, it's all about a check. It's all about a check, man. Horseface Shannon Sharp, motherfucker. And you let that guy embarrass you, and he apologized for what, dog? Your supervisor don't apologize to you for telling you fucked up and you a dumbass. Your supervisor don't apologize. Your manager don't apologize to you. Huh? For what? He's gonna say whatever he want to say because at the end of 2 weeks you need a check. Nobody else is hiring you. Nobody else is fucking with you. You ain't got a bunch of offers on the table. You're going to take that abuse. Now, me, when I worked jobs, I was the guy who was ready to risk all my livelihood over some respect. Plenty of times I done told my boss, you better watch who the fuck you talking to. Plenty of them, dog. And when they got mad, I just went over their heads and shit. Went to the owner, went to the fucking GM or whoever, told them what's up. They're like, man, don't even worry about it. You report to me now. I just leapfrog over you. You don't get to talk to me any kind of way with no fucking job, shit. But nobody else is. There's not a whole lot of being on TV 5 days a week, sitting at a podium, getting millions of dollars talking about sports jobs out there. So Skip didn't apologize because he don't got to. Okay. Just remember, so everybody wants to be a nation. Everybody want to wear silver and black too. Silver and black's forever. Hey man, somebody got to lead the pack, bro. Somebody got to lead the pack, man. I'm trying to tell you that Raider Nation was the coin first, and for everybody else, go look it up. Like I said, man, the internet is undefeated. You can go look it up. I forgot who. I think it was who said it. It was like what it came in like 2000. I don't know if it's JT the Brick. I don't know if it's Greg Papa. Somebody coined us Raider Nation, and we were first. Now everybody wants to put nation on the end of their shit. Okay, but hey, that's what it is, though. Okay. Everybody has burger at the end of their fucking restaurant too. Shit. Doesn't mean the shit is good. Okay. Doesn't mean it's any good. Oh my burger. Burn the roof of your mouth burger. Shit. Okay. Shitty burger. Shitty burger. You know what, in LA that shit would probably work. I mean, names that you think is fucked up would work. Shitty burger would probably blow up in LA. Hey man, you went to the Shitty Burger, bro? Shitty Burger. You really eat that? Hey dog, they got the best burgers. LA's about marketing, dog. Shitty Burger, that shit would work, bro. Chrissy said cricket. Bev said Mint Mobile. Yeah, Bev, I thought about it. Yeah, Mint Mobile shit. You know, man, maybe these motherfuckers is on Int. They don't even got Mint. Int Mobile. INT Mobile shit. Because they can't hear me. All right. Zilla in the house. What's going on, dog? Tony Dale can hear me, man. What's up, Tony Dale? Christy Rowland of Saturday Love. Jeff Saturday, dog. I can't wait for Little Peaky. Little Peaky, like I said, he waiting for his mom and daddy to go to sleep. Shit. He fucking can't get on here because he's on punishment. Okay. Randy Zilla says, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Hey, Zilla. Hey, Zilla. Dayton, Ohio, no joke either, dog. Dayton, Ohio. Motherfucking Zap. Roger Troutman. I knew Roger Troutman from Zap. Motherfucking Ohio players. I knew Sugarfoot from Ohio players. See, I'm in the music game, so I knew them two guys. Or a lot of. I've never been to Ohio, man, but I've done ran into a bunch of old Ohio's and shit. It's a different dog, man. But I said, man, them motherfuckers from Steubenville and shit. Man, fuck around if you want to, man. End up in the motherfucking end up in the Lake Michigan and shit. Fuck around. Vinny Thomas says, "LOL, yes, I know what I'm talking about." I know what I'm talking about, Vinny. Trust me, okay. I know a lot of people from a lot of little areas and shit, man. But man, I used to hear about these Steubenville stories all the time, dog. I used to hear about them Steubenvilles and Youngstown fucking stories all the time. Okay. As far as Cleveland, I know a couple of cats that are from Cleveland. They're from something Heights in Cleveland and shit. But yeah, they're from a good area. Like I can't think of what it's called, man. But it's something Heights. I can't think of it. That's in Cleveland. But Stan said Shannon Sharp was spitting fire before Skip said his thing, and it wasn't racial or personal shot. And it wasn't racial or personal shot. Like I keep trying to tell everybody, man, my video, make sure you guys watch my video on that, man. It should have more views, but hey, like I said, man, we building our shit up. I'd rather have quality than quantity. Now I really do want some quantity and shit. We need to get these numbers up. But with that being said, my video said it all. A lot of people give Skip Bayless a fucking pass, man, because they say, he's not racist. He was raised by a black woman. He always talks about this black lady that raised him, and his parents were alcoholics, and this black lady always took care of him, and this, that, and the other. And I keep telling everybody, it doesn't have to be racism to have a motherfucker talk to you any kind of way. Okay? It could just be elitism. I'm better than you. I don't think Skip is racist, but I think Skip is obsessed with the black culture. I think that's one. He's obsessed with it. And two, he thinks because he has that Vanderbilt education, he thinks he's smarter than everybody else. Like he always said, Vanderbilt is the Stanford University of the South. And I'm like, motherfucker, I grew up with Stanford University up the street from my fucking house. Like, there ain't no your school is like the school that is in my area that I would used to go up there and fucking play basketball in the gym and shit, and almost went to Stanford for the law school. I was trying to get into Stanford Law, man. I was about to go to do that shit. Okay, hold on a second. Let me turn this damn TV shit off. So let me turn this off. I don't nobody want my son's TV shit. So he is definitely somebody who thinks he's better than everybody, and he likes to pit himself against black people. He doesn't even match himself up with white dudes. Everybody he has a problem with looks like me. Should I name him? But he's not racist though, as far as everybody else is concerned, which I don't think he is. But I just think that he always measures himself up to black folks. Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp now, Terrell Owens, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Floyd Mayweather, Chris Bosh, Jalen Rose. That's eight black guys, man. Should I keep going? That's enough. That's almost a fucking full basketball game of black people, black guys, men, who he's always got an issue with. Okay? The only person he don't have an issue with is somebody who he can't even fuck with. A Michael Jordan. Like he thinks that like, you gotta be that. How many GOATs are there? Okay? There's one GOAT. He protects Michael Jordan. He protects Tom Brady because they're at the tippy top of the fucking totem pole. They're the number one. They're up here. Everybody falls short of that. He was critical of Kobe. Say he wasn't. When Kobe was alive, he was critical of Kobe too. Okay? So that's what it is. But nah, he don't gotta apologize. I don't have a problem with him checking Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp should have known. Should have known, hey dog, you next. You only on here so I can fucking banner with you. Skip doesn't want to banner with no white dudes. He'll never do a show with a white dude. Ever. Okay? That's an insult to him. It'll be an insult for him too. It's just like what Larry Bird used to say. When Larry Bird was in the league and he was the best player in the NBA, and a lot of motherfuckers don't even remember when Larry Bird was. Shit. He used to say, man, it's an insult to put a white guy on me. He's saying, you better put a black dude on me. You better put one of these brothers on me. Don't put no white dude on me because there's no white dude that could fuck with me out here. You better put one of these black dudes out here. I'm gonna cook him too, but shit, at least you fucking respecting me as a player. And that's Skip. Skip's the same way. Hey man, I don't motherfucking banter with nobody that ain't a black man, and that's what it is. Okay, Grill Daddy said, Bridgetown, USA, baby. I was born living in Wichita Falls, Texas, living in the Bay. Oh man, Richmond. Yeah, you a real one, dog. Richmond. Richmond ain't no joke, dog. Richmond ain't no joke, man. Yeah, man. You from Richtown, man. You ain't playing over there. I got some homies from Richmond, man. Man, shit. You guys were so close to the water, man. You guys would have dump bodies being dumped out there in Richmond, bro. All the time in Richmond, bro. Shit. I didn't even go out there, dog. Shit. Meet a girl out there. She's like, I live in Richmond. I'm like, well, shit. You can meet me in Emeryville. Shit, meet me in Berkeley and shit. Because I'm not going to motherfucking Richmond. That's not happening. Okay. Margevin says, Saturday in the park, I thought it was the 4th of July like a motherfucker. JCC said, yeah, that's funny. Below the 33-point lead, they're going to stick for a long time. So I don't know where Pinky is, man. But let's start dragging Jeff Saturday and shit. But Pinky's mom go to sleep or go to work or whatever, then he'll come in. Look, man. This is what made it super funny. Jeff Saturday now has hung on his head the biggest come from behind victory in the 102-year history of the National Football League, man. The NFL came into existence, top of the head. That's why this Master Shack Unfiltered. The NFL was started in 1920. The NFL that we know right now started in 1920. It's 2022. That's 102 years. Okay? There was teams before that. There was professional football teams before that. But the NFL was founded in 1920. Okay? Since 1920 to now, and you don't know nobody, the majority of you guys don't know nobody that was born in 1920 or before. Jeff Saturday now is the head coach of the team that gave up the biggest fucking lead in the history of the game. Now, here's the funny part. That's funny enough. Okay. The guy who was just given a fucking job. Okay. The previous person who had the record was the Buffalo, and I remember that game, was the Buffalo Bills versus the Houston Oilers, who are now the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Oilers were beating the dog shit out of the Buffalo Bills. Jim Kelly, who's their Hall of Fame quarterback, was out with an injury. And there was a guy by the name of Frank Reich, who was the quarterback, who came from behind and won that game. They were down 32, and he came back and won that game. The funny thing is, the guy that Jeff Saturday replaced as the head coach of the fucking Colts is Frank Reich. The same motherfucker who had the record up till today, who got fired. You came in, replaced the man who had the record for winning it, and you wind up fucking breaking the record for losing it. That's the first funny thing. That's the first funny shit, is that your motherfucking ass took over the job for the person who won coming back from 32, and you lost by 33. That's number one. And the second thing is, the same motherfucking quarterback who gave up the biggest lead in the history of the Super Bowl, from Tom Brady winning 28-3 at the half, Matt Ryan was the same quarterback who fucking gave up a 33-0 lead in a regular season game. So Matt Ryan is the only motherfucking quarterback ever in the history of the league to have the biggest Super Bowl collapse in history and the biggest regular season game collapse in history as the starting quarterback for the entire game. There's nothing else to fucking talk about, bro. Nothing else to talk about. It is funny to me. Okay. JCC said, yeah, the blow that lead's gonna stick for a long time. That's shit. The other record was 30 something years old, bro. That shit happened in like 1990, 1991. Okay. That shit's 30 years old. That shit's gonna be around. Okay. Jeff Saturday's not gonna be coaching 30 years from now. Carl says they're showing the Vikings game now. Oh man, just skip over the whole first. Just don't even watch the first half, bro. First half is 33-0, bro. Okay. TJ Maxx going on, pimping. It's popping. Dallas Cowboys, I agree, but it's us now, them boys. That's true. Margot said, wipe your feet to the like button and get these super chats, dog. Good. Stan said, Buckeyes, not Ohio. I know you guys are the Buckeyes, man, but I'm SC. I can't give you guys all those props and shit. But if Bronny goes to the Buckeyes, I'll be watching. I call you guys the Ohios. Okay. Henry Newsom says, I think it was the Sable family in NFL Films that coined the Raiders as Raider Nation. It could be, but I think it was like Ray Ratto or somebody from San Francisco Chronicle or Oakland Tribune. Just look it up, dog. It's on the internet. Somebody did, but we were first. I know that. I don't give a fuck who named it. Could be Steve Sable and his dad. But shit, don't matter. We're first. Okay. Grid said Richmond, California, wild too, like a motherfucker. I already know, dog. Grid said East Palo Alto hood right across the street from the campus. Hey man, I was in East Palo Alto all the time, dog. Like, my recording studio, my buddy had a recording studio at his house. I was in EPA all the time, dog, in the gardens, in the G, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was certified over there. Motherfuckers didn't fuck with me. They knew who I was because I was in there producing everybody. I was in there fucking doing music with everybody. And like I said, Devontae Adams is from East Palo Alto. I don't know him, but I know his family. I know his dad. Doug Adams. I know his father. I know his uncles. I know his cousins. I know all them people, man. Ain't no joke. Fuck around if you want to. Fuck around if you want to, dog. Don't get it fucked up. Yeah. And people was trying to understand why Devontae pushed that dude when he was in his way. I'm like, that's his pedigree, man. Don't get in that man's face. Fuck out the way of shit. Okay. Toy just said Ryan Clark versus Skip. Like I said, man, Skip is he thinks his only competition is a black guy. He don't never want to motherfucking have debate with a white dude. You'll never see it. That's a prerequisite. What black guy can I get with a pedigree that I can debate with? And guess what? You better be on point when you fucking with Skip. You better be on point fucking with him, dog. Okay? He's not where he is just because. Okay? Shannon forgot. He forgot that he works for Skip Bayless and shit. Skip called him. He didn't call Shannon. Shannon didn't have no situation with Fox. Fox outbidded ESPN for Skip. Skip was having issues when he was with Steve because him and Steve was both, you got two motherfucking chiefs and no Indians. Steve's not trying to be the Indian, and neither is Skip. They're not trying to do it. Like, I need to be in charge. Why you think Stephen A. Smith got rid of Max Kellerman? Max Kellerman's smart than a motherfucker, dog. But he's like, man, I can't be fucking with Max. He got rid of Max. Okay? And if Shannon didn't fucking just accept the fact that he took that L, he will be replaced too. There's plenty of other motherfuckers they could get. All kinds of people. He ain't the only motherfucker that could get on there that's got pedigree that could talk the shit. Okay? Plus Shannon Sharp used to have a speech impediment and shit. So sometimes he stammers and stutters and shit. Like I said, man, there's other motherfuckers that's better than him, dog. You can get a lot more polished people in there and have at it. Okay? Skip Bayless is always trashing Joe Flacco. He's harsh on the quarterbacks of all races. Don't matter if he's harsh on them, dog. Don't matter if he's harsh on them. I said he has ongoing conflict. Yeah, I mean anybody can get it, but who does he have long running conflict with? Like that's going on for years. Okay, those are the people I'm talking about. You can't compare Joe Flacco to LeBron James, who he built a whole fucking career off. That motherfucker made millions of dollars off of one man. Him, motherfucking T.O., them two alone. Okay? When he said, T.O. to me stands for Team Obliterator. Team Obliterator. So him talking about Joe Flacco is not nobody that's relevant. Okay? Once he left the Ravens, that was it. Okay? Stan said he did cold pizza debating white folks. Yeah, that's before he had any power. That's before he was anybody. Shit, everybody got to start somewhere. Okay? He started on cold pizza, and then guess what? He took over cold pizza, and he went to them and said, I need my own shit. Who did he call? Did he call another white dude, or did he call Stephen A? He called Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith was nobody on ESPN. Okay? Matter of fact, Stephen A. Smith was still working at the Philadelphia Inquirer when cold pizza was on. Okay? That's how he got the idea to bring in Stephen A. Smith. I need to argue with a black guy. He was destroying them dudes on cold pizza. Them dudes wasn't hanging with Skip. Skip was dragging them guys. Stephen A. would come in. I'm gonna show you how much I really know, Stan. I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna understand who I am over here. I'm the motherfucker that knows what he's talking about. Do you remember when Stephen A. Smith? A lot of you guys ain't gonna remember this shit. Stephen A. Smith actually said nigga on the air when he was still with the Philadelphia Inquirer because Skip got him so mad. He said something like, yeah, whatever, nigga. Something like that. Go look it up on ESPN. Go look it up. You can actually hear him say it. He said he didn't say it, but it's on there that he said it. Okay? But he was not an employee of ESPN yet. When Skip went to ESPN to get his own show, he said, I know who I want to get. He didn't think about nobody else. He said, I want Stephen A. Smith. He didn't even know Stephen A. Smith. They were like, well, why? He said, well, look at this. Look at the tape. look at me and him going back and forth. That's my competition and shit. So guess what? He got on the phone and called Stephen A. He said, hey, you know what? This will be a good chance. This will be a good opportunity for you. Not for me. This would be a good opportunity for you, Stephen A., because you only get to come on every once in a while. This way, you don't have to fucking be at Philadelphia Inquirer. You ain't got to write no more stories on Allen Iverson and Larry Brown and shit. And Cheney over there, who's the head coach over at Temple. You can come over here and you can get some real money. There was no other candidate. So if it wasn't for Skip, Stephen A. wouldn't even be on ESPN. Facts. Because Skip put him on. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. When you're at a job and you walk into an organization, you don't get to decide who you're working with. They're gonna tell you, "Hey, man, this is the team you're working with, Stan. You're working with Chloe. You're working with you're working with Martine. You're working with Susan. You're working with Delonte. That's your fucking team and shit. You don't get to walk in talking shit unless you're a manager. Now, you put in work and people start noticing you. Like, man, Stan's over here fucking just killing everything. The copy, the motherfucking white papers, this motherfucker's the presentation, the PowerPoint. Who did the PowerPoint? Stan. Who did the logo design? Stan. Who did the copy on the commercial? Stan. Who did the voiceover? Stan. Man, we need to give Stan his own shit. They call you to the office. Hey, Stan. Hey, man. Yeah. We can give you your own team. You have an idea what you want? Yeah, I want to fuck with Delonte. Delonte? Delonte's new. Yeah. Because that's who I want. So don't tell me about no fucking cold pizza when he came in at the fucking door. Because he hasn't been on cold pizzas for damn near 15 years. And since then, who is he debating? Everybody that looks like me. Okay. David Sousa said Bird versus Dr. J or Magic. Doc, man. Dr. J, man, I'm a Philadelphia 76ers cat, dog. Dr. J is the nigga, man. That's my man. Dr. J, without question. Shit, that's easy. I love Magic too. And love Bird. I hated him, but I fucking respect his game. But Doc was it, dog. Shit, when I was a kid, man, I didn't see too many. There wasn't too many elite athletes that were my color. Christy will tell you. There wasn't a whole lot of us, man. There was only a few of them. Muhammad Ali, O.J. Simpson, Pele, and motherfucking Dr. J. That's it. That's it. We didn't have all of these multiple people. We had 4 motherfuckers. That's it. Okay? Ali, O.J., Pele, Dr. J. That's it. That's it. Nobody else. Those were the top 4 black athletes when we was kids. Nobody else was fucking even close to those 4. Okay? Nobody. Until later in the 70s, at the end of the 70s, that's when Magic came into the league and shit. Started changing. But before that, no black quarterbacks in the NFL. Okay? Dr. J wasn't even in the NBA. They didn't have nobody that was fucking with him. That's why they merged the NBA. Dr. J made the Nets and the fucking Spurs and the fucking Pacers. They put them teams together to bring them in to get Dr. J in the fucking NBA. I know too much about too much. I don't talk football. I understand that. This Matthew Shack Unfiltered, not a Raider channel. I talk about everything. So Dr. J without question. But when I was a kid, there's only 4 motherfuckers, dog. That's it. That's it. If I was interested in a sport and I wanted to see somebody that looked like me, I only had 4 choices, bro. And that's it. And all 4 of them choices are all the right choices. Okay. Grill Daddy's laughing. Espo, what's going on, Espo? Espo 78. Shit. Tell you this, Matt Ryan's lecture is choking leads. Yeah. It pays well too, Tony Dale. Okay. Judge Miller said, come on, give this dude a real thumbs up. It doesn't get any better. It don't. Like, I'm not in competition with nobody, dog. I'm not in competition with nobody on here. What I'm doing is what I do, and you guys are a part of it. Everything that I do is all of us, but we all a family, man. This is unfiltered family, unfiltered nation up in here. We trying to take this shit global, dog. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to. There ain't nothing that nobody can do about it. We're just gonna have to build it as we build it. Dr. Van, thumbs up. Appreciate you. Larry Mira says, Jim Hudson coined the name Raider Nation. Told you. Thank you, Larry. Told you. It was just some dude. He's some kind of writer. I knew that. I just didn't know his name. Thanks, Larry. Once again, your boy knows what he's talking about. God. Espo 78 says the MJ trophy in full effect. I seen the Michael Jordan trophy, and they wanted the other trophies because there's 3 other trophies. There's a trophy that looks like Wilt Chamberlain. There's a Wilt Chamberlain trophy. They named the Defensive Player of the Year award to Olajuwon, and then they did a Michael Jordan trophy. The Michael Jordan trophy, he said, I don't want to look like me, bro. All them other trophies look like the people. He's like, nah, dog. Michael Jordan's a different motherfucker, dog. I'm thinking, shit, hell yeah, I like my face on a fucking trophy and shit. Why not? I'm not the GOAT. Jordan's like, I don't want my name, I don't want my face on that motherfucker. Why? Because y'all gonna be making money off my face. Make that motherfucker look like somebody else's shit. He said, well, his answer was, I want the guys to see themselves in the trophy. That motherfucker, Michael Jordan is so business savvy, it's ridiculous. He's like, don't put my face on that bitch. Fuck all of that. Because I own my likeness and shit. Because like I said, Michael Jordan did some shit before everybody else did, man. He didn't let them license his face. Like I got a lot of Jordan shit. I got Jordan shirts and stuff that was back in the 80s, back before maybe was let's see, the Jordan 4 came before the Jordan 4, so 89, 88. Okay. So around 88, Jordan did not let the NBA use his likeness. He was the first player in the National Basketball Association to say, you can't use my face without my fucking permission. All the caricature shirts, the little cartoon shirts with the big heads and all that. Jordan's like, nah, you don't get to use my face. My face is for hire. You ain't gonna pay me for it. No. That's why he's not an NBA Jam. Why you think Michael Jordan isn't an NBA Jam, dog? Because he's like, you can't use my motherfucking likeness. You can't use my face. Once he did it, Patrick Ewing did it, then other players started doing it. Okay? Jordan, with that trophy, Jordan's like, don't put my face on that motherfucker, dog, because that's you using my likeness without my motherfucking approval. Just make it look like a motherfucker. Make it look like a motherfucker. And that's it. Jordan, that nigga, dog. I love that. Okay. Margot said the Gardens. Yeah, hey, Margot, you know what it is. I was always on Larkspur in the G. Okay? I was in the G all the time, on Larkspur, all the time. All hours of the night. And another thing I liked about going up to East Palo Alto, Margaret, their McDonald's, they were the only McDonald's in the Bay Area that served chicken wings with the fucking bones in. I can go to McDonald's and order a 20-piece, in East Palo Alto, a 20-piece chicken wing meal. I can order that. No other place, right on University, no other place in the Bay Area you could go there and they had chicken wings with bone-in chicken. They were good than a motherfucker. I said, yeah, I take the 20-piece bone-in chicken wings, crispy than a motherfucker, large fry and a Coke. Like, no other place, dog. No other place. God. Emmanuel Gary, what's going on, pimp? Man, I'm chilling, big dog. Okay. Eddie Willis skip as a bully that can't hold a jock strap any athlete he goes after. But he doesn't have to, dog. See, motherfuckers don't understand about that dude, man. They don't understand. That's the guy. Skip Bayless is the weird dude that fucking made it. He's the weird dude that made it, bro. He's the dude who used to always fucking see, just try to do shit, and you're like, why is he here? Shit. You know? Like when we're playing basketball at lunch and shit. I'm just helping you guys out. Those of you guys who fucking know, and then some of you nerdy motherfuckers. Man, you'd have two captains. See, a lot of you guys don't understand that. Have two captains, and then we'd flip or decide who would be first pick, and then you would pick. Okay, I'm gonna take Timmy. Okay, all right. I'm gonna take motherfucking fat ass Johnson and shit. Cause Johnson is at the post, man. He'll fucking get some rebounds. Or I'm gonna take Miguel because Miguel's fast. Or I'm gonna take. Okay, Skips comes in. Can I play? Who the fuck wants Skip and shit? Skip last pick. Okay. He's the dude who's like, man, this guy's always trying to fucking be around. Hey, fellas, what's going on? What are you guys talking about? Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is that guy who made it. Skip made it in a motherfucker, bro. He made it, man. All right. And now, shit, he making everybody pay for it, bro. He's like, who can I say, man? He's like how a lot of these cops, because my dad was a cop. A lot of these cops, man, these motherfuckers, or security guards is even worse. These dudes couldn't fucking make the police academy. And they're fucking with you, acting like they're fucking the police and shit. Rent-a-cops. They acting like they the police because they couldn't fucking pass the damn fucking eye exam to get into the police academy and shit. And they following you around the mall, fucking with you and shit. Hey, you guys, there's too many of you guys. You guys need to bring it down and shit. What the fuck are you talking about? There's fucking a group of fucking 20 girls cackling and laughing all up and down this bitch, and there's 3 of us. And you fucking talking to us. Let's get Bayless. Okay. Now he's got some money, and now he got a platform. He's gonna make everybody, all the guys that didn't want to pick him, all the guys who think they're good athletes and jocks and shit. Guy like LeBron James, who is a fucking, without question, probably the second greatest basketball player of all time. And you're gonna fucking find fault with a guy who you couldn't even fucking tie his shoestrings and shit. But he has the power to manipulate all the masses to believe that he knows so much. Skip don't know shit. He don't know shit. But it's very easy. But let him do that with somebody who was the same as LeBron James, who looks like him. That shit wouldn't fly. Okay. David Suarez says, I like to see Skip go at it with Marcellus Wiley. Marcellus is a smart brother. Me and Marcellus have the same birthday. We're born on the same day. And we had birthday parties together. Like, I had a birthday party with him here in LA when I first got here. Marcellus is cool than a motherfucker. But let's understand something about Marcellus Wallace. Let's get the Marcellus Wallace. That Marcellus Wallace is from Pulp Fiction. Marcellus Wiley. Let's understand 2 things about Marcellus Wiley. Number 1, Marcellus Wiley is former professional football player. He don't want that smoke with that physical part. Second of all, Marcellus Wiley is a Ivy League graduate. Marcellus Wiley went to Columbia, which is Ivy League. And last but not least, Marcellus Wiley is from Compton. He don't want to do nothing with Marcellus Wiley. Marcellus Wiley is not the guy that Skip Bayless wants to do something with. Marcellus Wiley went to his Ivy League. He's a former professional football player. Was a good football player. He went to an Ivy League school. Skip Bayless didn't even go to an Ivy League school. Skip Bayless went to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is a very good school. One of my wife's bridesmaids that was in our wedding, she went to Vanderbilt. Okay, so one of our close family friends went to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is a very hard school to get in. It's a very prestigious school. It's in Tennessee and shit. I think it's in Nashville, if I ain't mistaken. Okay. But Marcellus Wiley went to fucking Columbia, man. He played against Yale and Brown and Harvard and shit. That was who he played football against. So he's smarter than fucking Skip. Let's understand that. He's smarter than Skip. He's black. He played the game. He's smarter than Skip. And he's from fucking Compton. He's street smart too. That's not the guy he wants, bro. He wants He wants somebody who went to a HBCU. See, I'm educating you motherfuckers. He wants somebody that went to a HBCU. How can I say that? Because Stephen A. Smith went to Winston-Salem State. That's a historically black college university. Shannon Sharpe went to Savannah State. That's a HBCU too. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying when I'm talking about elitist, somebody who wants to think he's smarter than a motherfucker? He could easily go get Marcellus Wiley. But no, he got both of his prominent black, just trying to help you niggas out. Both of his two prominent co-hosts on the biggest shows he's ever had, both are graduates of historically black colleges and universities. Both of them. Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A. Smith. That's it. He don't want no smart motherfuckers. Oh, another person, he had another black guy to make it 10, because I said 9. Another black guy he had a problem with. Richard Sherman. Remember that? Remember Richard Sherman? From the fucking Seahawks, he had problems with Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman came on the show and drug him. That's 10 black guys that I've named. Problem with Richard Sherman is, here's another issue. Richard Sherman, first ballot Hall of Fame football player, Super Bowl champion, graduate of Stanford University from Compton. Not Skip's type. Because of the intelligence, not because of the football, not because of his upbringing, but the education. He don't want to fuck with him. There's a bunch of motherfuckers Skip Bayless don't want to fuck with. He don't want to fuck with Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman's doing all kinds of podcasts and doing all his shit, all his announcing shit. He don't want to fuck with Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman went to Stanford, the real one. He don't want no parts of that. He said, I went to the Stanford of the South, and Richard Sherman went to Stanford. He don't want no parts of that. And he don't want no parts of the Marcellus Wiley who went to an Ivy League school. Okay? Now, Jalen Rose, he can have a problem with Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose went to Michigan. He don't respect that. Not as an institution of higher learning. It's a basketball school. It's a football school. He don't care about that shit. Okay? So them two motherfuckers, he definitely don't want to see them. Okay? Eddie Willis just said that. Okay? Like Richard Sherman told Skip, you're not great at anything. Not when it comes to Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman from Compton, man. I think he went to Dominguez High or some shit. Do you know what your SAT scores have to be to get in fucking Stanford? Higher than motherfucking Vanderbilt. Stanford's no fucking joke. You gotta have your SAT scores gotta be fucking damn near perfect to get in there, dog. Skip didn't get accepted to Stanford. Okay? He didn't get accepted to Stanford. He didn't get accepted to fucking no Ivy League school, period. So he damn sure don't want to fuck with two niggas who got that kind of shit going on. You don't want to fuck with them, dog. Not at all. Because once they start talking that cerebral shit to him, he's done. I mean, Richard Sherman went on there and just drug him easy. That was light work. This ain't Floyd Mayweather you talking to. This ain't fucking LeBron you talking to. This motherfucking Richard Sherman. Like, you gotta watch your lips. Okay. Joker said Richard Sherman isn't good enough to play in the league anymore. Nah, but he's still a Hall of Famer. Can't nobody. Shannon Sharpe only played till he was 35. Isn't that what Skip said to Shannon? You're just jealous because Tom Brady's still playing at 45 and you had to retire at 35. I would have been like, motherfucker, and you never played. Fuck you talking about? Shannon got all emotional and shit. Okay. Margaret says, you are an encyclopedia of information. I remember when he said the N-word. Margaret Tashiro, my sister, she remembers when Stephen A. said the N-word on fucking ESPN on Cold Pizza. He swears to this day he didn't say it. It's all on ESPN. You can go right on YouTube and right here on YouTube and watch it. He said it. Why you think he picked him? Now, Stephen A's a smart motherfucker because he said, I'm just going to ride this shit out. Stephen A's the guy who outlasted everybody. Steve, that's the only reason why he's in charge. A lot of times at your job, the reason why the guy who you can't stand, who you don't understand how a stupid motherfucker like him became your manager, is only because of the because of attrition. Okay, for those of you guys who don't fucking know what that word means, there's a thing called Google, but let me help you. Attrition means fucking grinding shit out, outlasting everybody. That's the reason why a lot of these motherfuckers are your boss, because they fucking been there longer. They outlasted everybody. Like they just fucking just no one's left. Okay, no one's left. They were there. They were there when the fax machine was bought the first day. That old ass fucking fax machine that don't fucking work. That you keep thinking it works. He was there when they delivered it. He was there when he fucking connected it up. Hey Willie, could you know how to connect up this axe machine? Oh, it's called a fax machine. You know how to hook it up? Yeah, Willie connected it up. Now Willie's your fucking manager. Not he's not a motherfucking exec. He's just your fucking manager. It took him 20 years to be the manager. Okay? Stephen A. just outlasted everybody, dog. Okay? But by far, he wasn't the most brilliant motherfucker there. You had John Saunders, who passed away. Man, come on, dog. Come on, dog. What's his name, man? What's his name, man? What's that brother's name, man? Cool as the other side of the pillow, man. That passed away. What was his name, man? Oh man, you guys could help me out with his name. Can't think of his name right now. That brother. Okay. Stephen A. Stephen A. ain't fucking with him, dog. I can't think of his name right now, but you guys will tell me who he is. Okay. Predator, what year was Magic drafted? 1979. 1979, bro. Stephen Gomez says, yep, I believe. 1979. Same year that year. Let me tell you something, man. When I was a kid, I was the kid who got Sports Illustrated to my house. From the time I was motherfucking 8 years old all the way up to high school, 7 or 8 years old, I had a subscription to Sports Illustrated that my dad would get me from, was one of my birthday presents. That's why I know so much about sports, because I actually had, when they used to have the little labels on Margot. Come on, I'm talking Margot Christie. Come on, I'm talking people who know. When they used to have the little thing on top of it, they put the little sticker on top of your shit and have your name and address and shit. It was addressed to me. I had Sports Illustrateds before I was 10 years old delivered to me. Every fucking week I get Sports Illustrated to me as a kid. So I knew everything. I remember the first time I ever saw Magic Johnson was on Sports Illustrated, and I'm going to tell you how great my memory is, and like Margaret says, I'm a human encyclopedia. The first time I ever seen Magic Johnson was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and you can look it up. There's a magazine. He had like a magician's outfit on. Like he had on a white magician suit with a white top hat, like all white tux. He had a cane, like a wand, but it was like a cane in his hand, in this hand, and he had the hat on, and he was jumping, and he had the basketball in this hand, like he was dunking the ball, and they said the Magic Man, Irvin Johnson. And that you can go look on Sports Illustrated. I guarantee you it's fucking up. That was the first time I ever seen Magic Johnson. I didn't even care about college basketball. When I saw that, I was like, Dad, who's this guy? He's like, oh, that's Irvin Magic Johnson. You never heard of him? I said, nah. He goes, he plays for Michigan State. I said, oh, college? Well, let me watch. Magic Johnson got me to watch college basketball. I never gave a fuck about it until I saw Magic Johnson on the cover of Sports Illustrated with my name on it. Okay? The next week, I saw Magic. Magic was out there fucking doing all kinds of shit. Big ass afro and shit. Michigan State. I'm like, I like this dude. The next week, I got another Sports Illustrated that had a white guy on it. And he had on a blue jersey. And he had this motherfucking like fucking dumpy hair. And she looked like Justin Bieber, but his hair was fucking like past his ears and shit. And he had a jersey that said Indiana State. And he had the same number Magic had. Magic had number 33, and this other dude with this white dude had a number 33 too. And it said on the Sports Illustrated, the Bird Man, Larry Bird. That was the next week. So the first week, I'm just trying to tell you motherfuckers, the first week, Sports Illustrated, the Magic Man. The next week, the Bird Man. I said, Dad, who's this dude? He said, man, that's Larry Bird. I said, who's Larry Bird? He goes, you need to watch. My dad always told me to watch. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch Larry Bird. I saw a white dude cooking black men over an open fire. I saw this white dude, I mean, just destroy. Wasn't dunking on motherfuckers. Wasn't flying through the air with the greatest of ease. He was just cooking these guys. So I'm watching college. None of my friends gave a fuck about college shit. Until the championship game, 78, Michigan State versus Indiana State. The Magic Man versus the Bird Man. NBC Sports. Dick Enberg and shit. Okay. I watched that shit, dog. I was rooting for Magic, of course, but Bird was fucking balling. Magic won. I'm like, man, cool. Next thing you know, Magic Johnson gets drafted by the Lakers, bro. First pick in the draft. No, Larry Bird was the first pick in the draft. Then it was Magic. Okay? Lakers, Celtics. This is all within the same calendar year. Like, this is all pretty much the same years. Going to 78, going to 79, not even 365 days, bro. These guys are playing against each other, man. National television, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Lakers, Celtics. I'm watching that. They're killing each other, bro. Watch Magic all year. Watch Larry all year. Watch Dr. J all year. My Philadelphia 76ers. We get to the finals. Who do we play? Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And we were fucking losing. Sixers was getting their ass kicked. Kareem gets hurt. I'm like, we got this in the bag. I'm about to win a championship. Game 7. Motherfuckers don't understand. Game 7, dog. Magic Johnson played all 5 positions. Went absolutely crazy, man. I think he scored 38 points, 39 points. Beat the Sixers in Game 7 with no Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He wins Rookie of the Year. He wins fucking championship his first year, dog. And I was so mad, I cried. Because I just knew Dr. J was going to win. I was so fucking mad that Magic fucking played that well and beat my team. So when it comes to Magic Johnson, and I've met Magic more than a few times here in LA. I told him that story. He laughed. Magic Johnson is my favorite point guard of all time. There's nobody that I would pick better than him as a point guard. Love Magic. But there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell that I'm going to put him above Dr. J, man, because Dr. J is my dog. So I just do a long story, okay? Oh, Reggie Jackson. I forgot about Reggie Jackson, dog. That's why that's why. See, I got all kinds of stories. And I forgot about Reggie Jackson. You're right, dog. I forgot about Reggie. Reggie Jackson, another one. I knew of Reggie Jackson because Reggie Jackson played on the A's. And that's when you had Charlie Finley and you had the A's when MC Hammer back in the days when he was the bat boy and all that shit. And they had won those championships. But I really didn't care about baseball that much because, you know, my family were all Giants fans. You know, we lived in San Francisco. When we first moved to the Bay, I lived in San Francisco before I moved out of San Francisco. So that was the first place I ever lived. But Reggie Jackson, that's the other guy. So that's 5. So you're right. I forgot about Reggie. And I'm a Yankee fan because of Reggie Jackson. Once again, my dad, man. I knew who Reggie was because he was on the Sports Illustrated. But I didn't watch baseball. But World Series. My dad was watching the World Series in the front room. And because back then we had one big ass TV. We didn't have like big ass TVs all over the house and shit. We had one big, heavy ass TVs and shit that you took 3 people to pick up. And you put everything on top of it. You mother put the vase on top of that motherfucker, put fucking flower pot, all kinds of shit. My dad was watching. My dad was like, "Hey, you need to come in here and watch this guy, Reggie Jackson." I said, "I know who he is." He's like, "Nah, you need to come in and watch this dude, Reggie Jackson, real quick." I was like, "All right." 77 World Series. So I go in there, and he's like, "This guy right here." He's like, "Man, this guy right here used to play for the A's or whatever." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, Dad. You know, I didn't really care, man." Reggie hit a home run. I was like, "Oh, wow." He's like, "I told you." And I was like, okay. But I wasn't interested. I said, "Okay, when he comes back up, I'm going to call you back in here again." Okay, so I go back in my room, doing whatever shit. Matthew, get in here. He's up again. Ran out there. Against your Dodgers, Margot. Against your Dodgers. Man, next at bat, bloop, another home run over the fence. I'm like, damn, he hit two. And I was like, all right, Dad, make sure you tell me on the next one. The next time he was up, I was kept fucking, is he up yet? Is he up yet? Is he up yet? He's not up yet. He's not up yet. He's not up yet. He's not up yet. Because you got to go through the whole fucking, you got to go through the whole roster of them to go around and all that shit. So finally, when he got up, I was already there. My dad didn't have to call me the third time. I said, "Dad, you think he'll hit another one?" He goes, "Hey, it's possible." Click. 3 home runs, World Series, Mr. October. That was it. Yankee fan from that day on. Okay? So those are the 5 people. Reggie, Ali, OJ, Pele, Dr. J. That's it. We didn't have everything y'all got. You guys got so many people you could debate between them. We didn't have all of that, dog. Okay. Yeah, Reggie Jackson came in and into the league. I think he came in '67. I'm pretty sure he came with the A's in '67. Espo said MJ's too cold with the marketing savvy. It's been too long for him now. Second nature to the GOAT. Hey man, that guy's like, man, you ain't putting my face on that motherfucking trophy and shit. You better fucking, he's like adamant. Do not put my face on that bitch. I don't want my motherfuckers having my face in there, man. Okay. Margot says, Witchy Ghost is now the Four Seasons Hotel. Wow. I didn't even know that, Margot. Okay. It's the Empire said the Bruins. Yeah, the Bruins, man. You know, shit. Bruins got a whole lot of pedigree, man. We said, what about Blondie's Pizza and Doggy Diner chili dogs? Oh, yeah, dog. I didn't go to Blondie's Pizza, man, but Doggy Diner chili dogs. Doggy Diner was like the first place I ever asked my dad to take me to was Doggy Diner. I was what? I remember I was 4 years old. I used to see the head, the dog head. The dog head, I don't even know if it's still there, man, but the dog head for the Doggy Diner in San Francisco, he had the fucking chef's hat on. He was like a wiener dog. And I used to always tell my dad, I said, Dad, I want to go there. Dad, I want to go there. And I remember my dad took me there. I was about four, almost 5, maybe. I was about 3 or 4 years old. I remember going there because I was always talking about that dog head, and he took me there, and we had some chili dogs and some shit. I don't know if it's still there anymore, but I was just in San Francisco like maybe about 6 months ago. So, but yeah, Doggy Diner, man. Okay. Mad Bull says, time for someone to say it. Josh Allen is overhyped. Okay. I mean, it's very hard to say he's overhyped when he's playing like that, bro. The guy who should be talked about as being overhyped is Patrick Mahomes. That's overhyped. I don't see Josh Allen being overhyped when he did what he just did, bro. Like, I don't understand that. I mean, I don't understand your rationale for that. Okay. Especially Marcellus was on First Take a while ago, dropping heat on Skip. Like I said, man, he'll come on the show, but he ain't gonna be the host. He ain't gonna be on there all the time. Why you think he came in and shit? Like, of course they're gonna bring him in, but he's not gonna be there. Marcellus Wiley's too smart, bro. I know the man. I've spoken to him. We've been in clubs together and shit. Like I said, we have the same birthday. Marcellus Wiley is damn near a genius, bro. That's a dude who could talk to you about nuclear fission. That's a dude who could really talk to you about some shit that has nothing to do with football. He could talk to you shit about other shit. He talked to you shit about some cosine X, dot 2. He'll talk to you about some real shit. That's an Ivy League grad, bro. Okay, that's not a dude who you want to banter with all the time. He came in for a segment. He came in to talk about a segment. He didn't come in to shoot the shit with Skip. Skip don't want that smoke. Okay. David Suarez talking to Espo. Look at that. Nine Lives is back. Nine Hives is back and shit. Like I said, man, these dudes, man, we're like crack to them, dog. Hey, Nine Lives, I know you got addiction problems, bro. You're addicted to everything. Okay. You're addicted to your palm. You're addicted to your five fingers. And you addicted to this show, bro. Hey, man, hey, it is what it is. It's a free country, bro. Henry Newsom, Stuart Scott. I couldn't think of his name. Any of you Stephen A. Smith nut huggers, please try to fucking tell me Stephen A. Smith was better than Stuart Scott. He's not fucking with Stuart Scott. Period. Stuart Scott was that motherfucker, dog. Stuart Scott, I would love to see Stephen A. get on there and fucking have to read a teleprompter and do all of that, dog. Stephen A. ain't reading no fucking teleprompter, dog. He's sitting there, he got his notes and he's just fucking riffing, just like I do. Okay, I'm on here riffing, bro. I'm on here. We got subjects, questions, or we talk about certain shit. I know my talking points and I talk. I don't have to read something verbatim. Shit. You put Stephen A. on fucking Sports Center. Stephen A. has never done it, never can, never will, and he will never sit up there and do what Stuart Scott did. Stuart Scott was that motherfucker, dog. Stuart Scott could do what he does, though. So, like I said, Stephen A. wasn't the most talented brother there, dog. Okay. What was the other the OG brother that used to be on with not Skip Berman with Berman, man, with Boomer, that played for he was Tom Jackson. Come on, dude. There's a whole bunch of dudes who black guys at ESPN that ran circles around Stephen A. You had Tom Jackson, who's the Godfather. You had what's his name? Ralph Wiley, who passed away. He was a Stephen A. says that was his mentor. Him, John Saunders, who passed away for ESPN, another brother. Stuart Scott, another brother. You had three brothers that died of cancer. Okay. Ralph Wiley died of cancer. John Saunders died of cancer. Stuart Scott died of cancer. And you had Tom Jackson, who's retired. Stephen A's barely top 5, bro. He's barely top 5 out of the brothers that was on ESPN. Okay? So, remember Fred Hickman? It's another dude. Fred Hickman, another black guy. So Stephen A. it was there because he outlasted everybody. That's all. That's all. Like I said, man. But shit. Stephen A. wouldn't have let Skip Bayless get away with what Shannon Sharp let him get away with. Let's understand that. Stephen A. is not Shannon Sharp. Okay? Stephen A. wouldn't have never let Skip get away with that, bro. That wasn't gonna happen. That wasn't gonna happen. I definitely say if he wouldn't have pulled that shit with Steve. Pulled that shit with Shannon's ass. Okay. Like I said, Nine Lives is on there. Nine Lives is still mad at me. For those of you guys who are saying, why is Nine Lives talking shit? Go watch the 49er feed that I did on Monday. I drug Nine Lives ass. We had everybody laughing at him. He's still mad at me. He's been waiting. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, today. This motherfucker has been waiting 6 days to get on here to get even with me and shit, and he's still mad. But hey, you still everything I said you were. Nine Lives. Everything that I said about you is the same, bro. Like you still are a piece of shit, dog. Okay. Like I said, you still live with your mama and shit. And like I said before, you better have that fucking light bill money by next Tuesday, or all y'all ain't gonna have no Christmas lights. You better motherfucking get out there and shit, and get out there and kick some fucking shit around and get some money into the house, man, because you know your mother is on disability and shit, and she can't afford to keep the lights on, man. She can't. Them Christmas lights are going to be cut off, dog. Okay, it is what it is. James Walker says, I remember that Sports Illustrated. That Sports Illustrated had Magic Johnson on it, dog, when he was dressed in a tuxedo, bro. That's the first time I ever seen that guy. But it wasn't the last time. I immediately looked at the TV guide, because that's what we had to do. We didn't have fucking internet. Had to look at the TV guide to find out when Michigan State was playing, and they didn't have ESPN, because ESPN didn't come into existence until '79. Okay, which would have been the next year. So we didn't have ESPN, so I had to wait to see if it was on NBC Sports, and because basketball was the only thing you could watch it on. Okay. That's besides, I used to get Sports Illustrated back, and I used to get that football phone. Yeah, I had that too. Margot said, Magic's why I'm a Laker fan. Shit, a lot of people. Okay. Margot said, Matthew Shack unscripted all day, every day. Larry Miller says, Stuart Scott was smooth. Said, trade, what's going on? Stu Scott. Stuart Scott went to North Carolina with Jordan, dog. A lot of motherfuckers don't know that. Stuart Scott was at North Carolina when Jordan was at North Carolina. They went to school together. Stuart Scott was I think he was a newspaper, was writing a newspaper for the new school newspaper and shit, Tar Heels newspaper or whatever. But yeah, they both went to North Cackalack together. Both went to Tar Heels. But yeah, like Stuart Scott, man, there's no way in hell, dog. Like, sometimes you're just fortunate, bro. You're fortunate that people pass away. Like, hey, man, I love Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z is motherfucking GOAT. But how far would he be if Biggie and Pac was here? When Biggie and Pac was here, he was behind them two. Like, sometimes light are so fucking bright, there's nothing you can do. Them two cats were the top. And motherfucking Jay-Z was out. Jay-Z had reasonable doubt. I remember Pac talking shit about Jay-Z. Okay, I remember the first time I ever heard Jay-Z rap. Margaret, I'm gonna tell you something that Margaret knows. The first time I ever heard Jay-Z rap, I was in Tower Records on Blossom Hill, not Blossom Hill, on Hamilton and where Tower Records was at, off of Hamilton. Margaret, you know where I'm talking about. And they were playing Reasonable Doubt album in the store. And I was in there. And I was listening to this dude's lyrics, and he was talking so much shit about everybody. And I'm like, man, who is this motherfucker who's just talking cash shit? Because it was death row. It was death row on the West Coast. It was like, that's what was popping. Okay. Bascom, that's right, Margo. I couldn't think of the street. I ain't lived there in a long time. So off of Bascom, and so yeah, Campbell, on Campbell. That's right, Raider Trey, in Campbell. I went to because the DJ was playing. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy talking all this shit? He's like, oh, that's Jay-Z, man. That's Jay-Z. I said, Jay-Z? Let me look at the fucking cover shit. So he gave me the cover, and I looked at it. Jay-Z had all this motherfucking, gangster little shirt and tie and shit, little suit and all of that. I'm like, this nigga talk a lot of shit. Like, he was just talking shit about everybody. I'm like, and I really didn't like him. You know, I'm like, man, this motherfucker's talking a lot of shit. So on that album, he has Brooklyn's Finest on it. A song called Brooklyn's Finest. Who's that? That's him and Biggie. Now, we were in the East Coast, West Coast feud. We could talk hip hop too. I mean, Matthew Shack and Filthy, we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. And I need to be talking about these subjects. Videos too. But anyway, when Brooklyn's Finest came on, it had an Ohio Players sample in it. Okay, to my homie out there in Youngstown, Ohio. So I had an Ohio Players sample in it, and Ohio Players. My dad had all the Ohio Players albums and shit, Fire, and all those albums. So I knew, I was like, okay, that's an Ohio Players sample. So I listened to it, and they was flowing. And then Biggie came in, and it didn't matter that Biggie was East Coast. We love Biggie, Margaret, Rare Trey. When we went to the club, man, and they would play Get Money in the Club, we was dancing to that shit. We were playing One More Chance. We was dancing everything, Biggie, Juicy, everything. Everything that motherfucker did, we love Biggie, even though it's East Coast, West Coast. We wasn't supposed to. We love Biggie, dog. So when I heard Biggie on this shit, I was like, wait a minute. Let me go back and get this motherfucker's record. Let me look at it again. If Biggie's on this shit, if Biggie's, like I said, Jay-Z was just talking shit to me. To me, he sounded like he was rapping fast and shit. And, I was like, I really don't like him. But when I heard Biggie on this shit and they was going back and forth, I was like, let me look at that CD again. Hold on. Damon Dash, who the fuck is that? Kareem Big Burks, who the fuck is that? What the fuck is Rockefeller Records? What the fuck? Shit. This motherfucker Jay-Z could kind of rhyme a little bit. I still didn't like him, but him and Biggie was going back and forth. I was like, this motherfucker's kind of hanging with Big. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's the first time I heard Jay-Z. That was the first time I ever heard Jay-Z, you guys, inside Tower Records on Bascom Avenue. I like I said, man, it's funny how I discovered shit. It's funny. There's always some kind of story with how I discovered motherfuckers. But that was the first time I ever heard Jay-Z ever rap in life and shit. Now I have an original vinyl copy of Reasonable Doubt that was released on fucking Priority Records before that. I mean, I bought all that shit. But it was crazy to me how I didn't like somebody until they were with somebody and shit. Like, I like that. I'm like, man, this motherfucker, East Coast ass motherfucker talking hella shit. And then with that damn, go look and listen to Brooklyn's Finest and shit. When you get off with me, go put that shit on. You go right to YouTube and find it. Biggie was fucking, when Biggie came in, I was like, oh shit, Big's on this shit. And I was like, he's about to murder this RG or whatever this nigga's name is. Big is about to destroy this dude. And they were going back and forth. They were doing like 4-bar bounce backs. 4 to 8 bars. No longer than that. Probably more like 4 bars bouncing back and forth. Just boom, 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 next motherfucker. It was just like fucking tag team. So it was 4 bars. Each one of them had 4-bar verses and shit. Jay had a 4-bar verse. I just heard the sample and I was like, this motherfucker using Ohio Players and shit. He came in and then Big came in and I was like, oh shit, caught my attention. And then they were just going back and forth. Jay got 4, Big got 4. Jay got 4, Big got 4. Jay would do a verse, Big jump in on his, do the ad lib on his shit. He finish out his verse and vice versa. And I was like, fuck, this nigga can rap. I don't like him, but he could rap because he's fucking rapping with Big and he was hanging. Of course, Big was fucking out rapping him, but not by a lot. All right, Isaac Castro, get some sleep. So that's what's up with that, man. I can talk about what I want to talk about. Okay. Raiders 75-28 said Biggie GOAT. He is. Dr. Vest, Jay-Z had crazy whistle with Big L back in the days. Big L's another dude. I didn't, once, I mean, that made me think about some of these East Coast rappers and shit. Like, I started like, okay, let me listen to these guys. And I started hearing about Big L, and then I heard he had got killed. He was just getting ready to get his deal. Like, he had just finished up his album and turned his album in when he got killed. And I'm like, man, these motherfuckers could rap, like, for real. For real, for real. I like, to that point, I was like, man, I don't give a fuck about what coast you from. These motherfuckers can rhyme. I'm listening to the shit. Okay. Henry said, School Stars catchphrases with dope. Haters in the house. Okie doke. Cool on the other side of the pillow. Like I said, dog. You think Stephen A was the most talented black man to ever be walking around the ESPN campus? Nope. Okay. Cleo said, so many ifs in rap game. Shit. To me, the biggest if is DOC, man. DOC to me is the biggest what if of all to me of all time, because he was so fucking dope when he came out with that album. Him and Dre did that album, the first album, and then he got his fucking car accident and fucked his shit up. He was so dope, man. DOC was that nigga. Julio said, "I wish Big L lived longer." Dr. Vance said, "New York has some of the best rappers they do." Is that it? Okay, cool. I can go have me some dinner, because I don't need to be on here this much longer. All right, so guess what, man? You guys will come in tomorrow night. Did your team win? And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, man. All right, man. Love all y'all out there, man. Match check on filter.